Taurus, welcome to your reading and happy birthday. We're going to do a simplified Celtic for your reading, I think. I was indecisive about it, but I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the heart of the matter and what's crossing you. We're going to get a past and a future. And then we're going to pull some oracles at the end for guidance. And I think that's what we're going to do, Taurus. I just made that decision as I was turning on the camera. So let's look at the heart of the matter. Okay, we're getting 3 cards. Okay, well, at the heart of the matter, we have your card, the Empress, Earth Mother, coming out with the 8 of Wands and the Page of Cups. So we'll cover that in a minute. What's the crossing energy? Ace of Pentacles. Where is this coming from? What's the past energy? Thank you. The Magician. That came out when I was pre-shuffling before I turned on the camera. The future energy, please. All right, well, I'm getting a split, which to me usually indicates that we have 2 options, and they're both good options. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords, and I saw the 8 of Swords when I was shuffling, Taurus. So what's coming through to me here is maybe a potential fear or insecurity, okay? Because all of these are beautiful cards. The crossing energy is the Ace of Pentacles. And I think I already mentioned that in the heart of the matter here, we have you, the Empress, coming out, which is Earth Mother in this deck, the 8 of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So obviously there's some sort of communication here, something going on. Maybe it's moving too fast for you. And maybe you're questioning whether or not it's real. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Alternatively, I think you might be asking yourself if you have what it takes, or maybe this is the other person, okay? I don't know, but I feel like there's another person probably involved here. Could be a Leo, could be a Virgo, or a Gemini. But what I'm feeling here is that there's a lot of passion, a lot of attraction. I do think this is sort of a love reading, but it could be in some other context. So if it's not hitting for you in love, try to translate it, because I'm immediately getting sort of a flirtation vibe, some sort of new opportunity or communication. All right, and I don't see anything at all wrong with it, except perhaps someone having some kind of anxiety about repeating a cycle, perhaps, or holding on to some sort of insecurities where they don't feel like they're good enough. We have the Magician in the past. Now, this could signify some sort of trickster, right? Maybe somebody that did you dirty in the past, and I feel like that energy could be sort of infiltrating new opportunities that are coming your way, okay? And I definitely feel like there are new opportunities coming your way. In the future position here, we have the Ace of Cups with the Sun. Okay, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know why they split off, because these feel like very similar energies to me. The Spirit of Pentacles, so that's the King of Pentacles, so that's you again, and the Four of Wands. Oh, I see. I see. So you're questioning here your own stability. Okay, that's what I think is going on here. You're questioning whether or not you can maintain what you've got going on, which could be, let me straighten myself up here a little bit, which could be, you know, your job, your money, just your own sense of emotional stability and groundedness versus emotions versus being seen. Yes, this is what this is feeling like to me. I feel like you're apprehensive here about diving into something. I feel like you're questioning whether or not something's real, whether or not you can have faith in something. And I feel like it's coming from a place of insecurity, and that's either your own internal issues and fears about repeating cycles, or there's something reminiscent here about a previous situation, and it's holding you back, and it's making you scared that you're falling for it again, so to speak, right? That's what I'm feeling here. And thus far, I don't see a reason for you to be worried at all, but let me clarify for everyone's peace of mind. Can you clarify this for me? Clarify the Empress, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Cups for Taurus and the heart of the matter, please. Get one card. Thank you. Okay, well, we're getting the High Priestess. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The Emperor and the Lovers. See? Okay, so help me out here. What's going on with the High Priestess? Why is she clarifying this? What is this? The Knight of Cups. All right, well, you could be dealing with a Pisces. We also have Aries out on the table now. Taurus, I feel like this is about your own internal struggle. I feel like it's a conflict here of you not trusting your intuition. Maybe you think there's secrets going on here, or maybe you feel like you just don't know enough to make the decision to move forward. But I'm really not feeling anything negative here, okay? I feel like this is sort of a position that you're in where something feels like it's too good to be true. But I absolutely don't think that's the case. We have two counterparts, in my opinion, out. Oh no, this is the Magician. I take that back. We have one counterpart out right now, the Emperor and the Empress. Sorry, I was getting mixed up. If the Hierophant was out, I would consider him and the High Priestess to be counterparts. We'll see. Tell me about the Magician in the past. The Prince of Wands. Yeah. One more. The Five of Pentacles. See, that's what I said. I feel like in the past you dealt with some kind of trickster here that maybe abandoned you, okay, or just made you feel not good enough, left you out in the cold, abandoned you. And I feel like that's causing you to not trust yourself now, and I absolutely understand that position. I truly do. Clarify the Ace of Cups and the Sun. The King of Pentacles. See? Now we have these two coming together. As I just said, the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands split off here, which is making me feel like you are questioning whether or not you can be free, unencumbered, vulnerable in these things, or whether or not it's going to interfere with your stability and your sense of, protectedness, I feel. But now it's coming out here with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, which is telling me that this is like permanent, right? Oh, I didn't even ask for anything. Let's see what they're telling me. The Six of Wands came out in reverse, actually. The Princess of Swords. Why? Why the Six of Wands? Oh. So, I see. King of Jars. At the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this is basically the same thing, but there might be an element here of like where like you feel, how do I say? You feel like if you open up about something, it's going to make you look bad or something, or like you're worried about gossip, people talking about you. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of similar actually to what I was picking up in the collective full moon reading. It's like something's making you hesitate here or something. I mean, it could be reversed. You could have some sort of like secret information is what I'm feeling. Like maybe, how do I come up with an example? I feel like maybe you know something about this person, like maybe something they did in the past, or perhaps how their previous relationship ended, and it's making you pause, it's making you scared, it's making you feel like you need to protect your heart, and that's valid. Or you're worried about this person finding out about your past because, I don't know, something about that's embarrassing you, or I don't know, it doesn't put you in a good light, something like this. Oh, yeah, the Magician again, coming out in reverse this time with the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what's going on here, Taurus, but I do believe that things that are meant for you are meant for you. And I don't believe that you taking your time or needing to slow down, needing to get more information and not being sure whether or not you trust something because it seems too good to be true. I don't think there's anything wrong with waiting for you to be ready. clarify the Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know what's going on here, but we're getting repeating cards. So basically, what this feels like is that a past opportunity that didn't work out. It could have been an engagement or a marriage, okay? This could be like an ex-husband or an ex-wife or, you know, a failed engagement that you broke off, something like this, is interfering with a current connection or one that's coming in. I don't know what stage we're at here, okay? And I mean, that's okay. I think that's okay. We all have history and things like this. But I'm going to go back to the reading I just did this afternoon, the full moon reading, and I'm going to tell you that, like, sometimes we hold ourselves back and we tell ourselves that we're not healed and that we're not over something and that we're not ready. But that's a lie, because we're just too scared to risk it again. We're scared to be vulnerable again. And as I just said, nothing that's meant for you can be lost by you being honest and true to yourself and authentic. Okay? Jot that down. As long as you're not lying or scheming or trying to hide things or pretending, things like this, you cannot lose something that's meant for you, okay? The Emperor and the Empress coming out immediately. And the Lovers. Did I mention the Lovers? So if you're hesitating because you are afraid of repeating the same mistakes, or you're afraid that somebody is going to be wishy-washy, unreliable, unstable, or you're worried about them judging you when they find out some sort of truth about you and your past, I mean, no one, honestly, no one of any value should be concerned about your past. Things don't work out for a reason. If you had, you know, had a successful relationship in the past that you were still in, then you wouldn't be available for this person, okay? So twist that, reverse that if that's how it is for you. I don't know, but I'm not seeing an issue here. Give me one more. The Seven of Pentacles. One more. The Nine of Wands. You have to... You have to decide on your own. You have to take what you have learned and apply it to the present. And that's it. You leave the rest behind. I think you've been through enough. I think you've reflected enough. And it's time to decide if you want to try one more time. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups and the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck. And the Ten of Pentacles behind that. Yeah, exactly. You have to decide where your heart is at. And if you're ready to move on, I think is the biggest question. Because, how do I explain? I feel like you're making things about something else, right? I feel like potentially you're saying something like things are happening too fast, or this person maybe potentially is all talk and no action, or It's like you're digging for secret information that could sabotage the whole thing. It's like you're being skeptical. You're trying to find ways in which to paint this person as a loser, or you're saying that about yourself. I don't know which way this is going. You could be saying it about yourself, right? Like, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes to sustain this connection, I have too much going on, I'm just too busy, right? I don't have what it takes to show up as a good partner, things like this. Okay, I don't know if you're doing it to yourself or if you're projecting it onto this person, but I think at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is that you're just scared of repeating a cycle in the past. You're scared that everyone is the same, right? And then this new person is going to be like the old person, and you know, it's not true. Everyone is not the same. And I wish I could help you more with that, Taurus, but I mean, this is what I see, and this is what I'm telling you is my honest opinion of what I'm seeing. I think you are making excuses. Oh, did I tell you I saw the Eight of Swords? Yes, I saw the Eight of Swords when I was pre-shuffling. You're making excuses. You're confining yourself needlessly. And I mean, I don't necessarily think it's going to cause you to miss out, because like I said, something that's meant for you will still be there for you. But I feel like you're complicating it and creating issues that don't need to be there. Okay, let's get you, I want to pull from this deck too, but first let's get something from the Beltane Oracle. Can you give me a card of advice, please, for Taurus? For Taurus, please. Okay. Let me move again. Well, my chair has wheels. Okay. Fertilizing. Food is not the only thing that nourishes you, dear one. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. I'm sorry, Taurus. I associate you guys with food. And my daughter's a Virgo with a Taurus moon. I associate her with food. I mean, no hate. I like food too, right? But I just think that's funny. So, be mindful of what you feed your soul. Yes, I feel like you're feeding your soul lies right now that is holding you back from better things. Let's get you something from the Personal Power Oracle. I feel like you need this. I wanted to use this deck. I just wasn't really sure how to use this deck in the reading, so I didn't, but now is the time. You need something from the Personal Power Oracle. For Taurus, please. For Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear right now to empower them? One card, please. Or, thank you. I was about to turn it around. We got this. Oh, I am celebrated. Let me read this to you. I mean, it's definitely a cool card to get around your birthday. What's the number? Number 7. Okay. I'm celebrated. Okay, can you see? How often do you celebrate your small wins? We often wait until we reach major milestones and stress ourselves out if we don't reach them when we expect to. I am very guilty of this. I only recently started writing down all the things I've accomplished, and I was totally surprised by how little credit I gave myself, let alone a proper celebration. I learned how to drive when I used to be terrified of it. That's a huge deal. I learned how to invest in stocks, even though it sounded intimidating and scary, especially for someone who always had difficulty learning in school. Sarah Blakely grew up celebrating her failures. I've read this one before. Get used to celebrating the fact that you even attempted something, even if it failed. Aha. This has to be more satisfying than never knowing how it would have turned out or what else you can do to get a different outcome. Don't forget to celebrate the little things on a regular basis. You'll begin to feel happier and more accomplished. Choose something you need to celebrate, no matter how small it is. Acknowledge it and enjoy the moment because you deserve it. Keep a list of your accomplishments and read this list when you feel discouraged. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really cute, once again, because it is Taurus season, so it's your birthday season for most of you. But I feel like there's definitely something here with your confidence. And maybe that starts with celebrating yourself, right? Having confidence in yourself, for me, comes from achieving things. It comes from mastering things, from accomplishing goals. It doesn't matter where you start, right? But the Magician in the past here, well, I do think this is symbolic of someone else, something that failed, potentially a marriage or a relationship. I also think it's you showing up in the past, having everything it takes to be successful, having everything it takes to do the things that you want to do. But for some reason, you're in the present questioning it, even though this is something that you've had this, you know? So it's like you're living in a past mindset, where in reality, you've already surpassed whatever you're telling yourself might be holding you back. Okay? And I mean, if this is a relationship, what I said, if you have a failed marriage, okay, that's not a failure. You had the courage to get married. You got the courage to say, this is somebody I'm going to commit to for the rest of my life, which for some people is terrifying, right? And it didn't work out. And that's, you know, a lot of times that's no one's fault. It didn't work out. You grow in different directions. Sometimes people don't want to grow, and you grow out of them. Whatever the case may be. That's a learning experience. That's practice. It's not a failure. Okay? All right, Taurus. I hope that helped you. Do not feed yourself negativity, excuses, or toxicity. Celebrate yourself. I hope you have a happy birthday. I know I'm late, but happy belated birthday to most of you. I will see you next time.